Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Vault Hunters. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. You may notice we are in a vault right now. I was wondering when I was going to get to show this off. This is the new Light the Brazier Vault. It is a replacement for the Light the Monoliths, and I'll show you how it works. I'm actually super excited about this. So we need to find 12 of them, which is a lot. But I believe there is one in every room now. I think. I might be wrong on that. I guess we'll find out. But it's pretty nifty. You know what? Let's actually pop our fantastic thingamadoodle. Okay. It says up above. We'll clear those guys out. Grab this. And this is our flame vault from before. So we should get a ton of loot as we do this. Also, I think that might be our last Wootedeye ore that we need for our quest that I have been, or our side quest that I've been working on. It's actually only a couple minutes after the last episode was recorded. The very next vault that I was going to run some vaults off camera between episodes, but then the very next one was this new type of vault. So I was like, I should probably show this. So yeah, good stuff. Anyway, let's grab a little bit of loot here. And I really want to get rid... I really want that Wootedeye ore up there. There we go. So that that completes a bounty for us. Fantastic. And then I saw a green aura up on the second level when we popped our hunter's skill. So that should be... Yeah, here we go. So, essentially the way this works is each one of these now has a buff. +1, ×1 pristine, increases item rarity. And you'll notice that filled the thing up right there, 1 out of 12. So the way that this works is every time you pop one of these, you get a positive buff of some sort. And eventually you can get to 12. Once you have, or eventually you get to whatever the limit is. I don't think it's 12 for like early game vaults. I think that happens later, but let's swing on down here. So this one +10 item rarity. So just increases even further. We're up to 35% item rarity, in addition to all of the buffs that we have from this being our flame vault. So that's pretty good. I will take the gold. More gold. More gold. And we just want to pop as many of these as possible before we do really any significant looting. Ooh, it's item rarity. That's the same icon for the one that is extra vault time, which is always super, super nice. But yeah, basically we just go room to room. And there's another one down there. This hunter skill. By the way, I really undervalued the hunter skill early on. There we go. Generous. And so now we have +20% item quantity as well. Which means as we're breaking these chests, we've got way more item rarity, way more item quantity. Like, this is pretty good. And then we can just keep moving. Because as I said, I'm fairly certain that there's one of these braziers in every room. So, good is good. Okay, this is going to be an ore room. Looks like it is up here. Oh, we do have an altar. I will pop that. Kill assassin mobs. Okay. I think this is actually a pretty good vault for assassin mobs, because I don't think these little... Oh, no, the little crab guys are assassin mobs, too. But there's a ton of skeletons here, and skeletons are usually... Yep. All these guys, these super common skeleton mobs that spawn all the time, those guys count. So this should be another pretty easy boon for us. Now, where was this? Up there. I'm to the point now where I can pop this skill basically whenever I want and not have to worry about it being on cooldown forever. +1 strength, don't mind if I do. In addition to the strength that we just got from this. So we actually have +2 strength at the moment, which is pretty nice. Assassin mobs, yes. Kill them all. Okay, next one. More item quantity. Not bad. Ooh, more speed. Very nice. That's a pretty good one. And as far as this assassin mobs one goes, we should be good on that too. I mean, we're at 15 out of 37, and we still have 7 minutes left. We're like a third of the way through the time. So, not too bad. Plus, I haven't really been spending that much time just going around killing the mobs. I've been kind of focused on, no, you do not escape. I've been focused on getting the braziers lit first. But, so far so good. And even more item rarity for our next one. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that Flame definitely increases the numbers of ores that spawn in chunks of ore. Because that's an insane amount. That's a lot of vault ores. Okay, even more item rarity. We've got, what, 3 levels of that +10 item rarity now? That's not terrible. Oh, this should be enough assassin mobs. Very nice. Got us a level of Valara's Favor. And, more importantly, we got one there. So now all we need is the red guy. And we should only have one more to do. Looks like it's going to be up here. Just kind of pop up here, and it looks like it will be item rarity as well. So now we have 12 braziers that have been lit. And we now have 2 options. We can pillage, which means we keep popping braziers, or we can leave, just as normal. Now, pillaging will not actually complete the vault. We need to eventually leave, but in the meantime, we can get more loot by pillaging. So as I said, if we pop up here, and we choose to pillage, what that means is we find more altars like this, and you'll see pillage for loot. Now it starts giving us debuffs. So this would lower our trap disarm chance, for example, but then give us some stuff. I don't know what it gave us because it didn't pop up for me, but and my magnet picked the stuff up immediately. But apparently you can get some really rare stuff doing that. Okay, so next one would be plus 20% mob damage and health. And again, gave us stuff. I don't know what. I wish it popped up on the side, but it's fine. But in the meantime, we can just keep looting with all these wonderful buffs that we've gotten. Okay, another one for more... Okay, that one gave me an unidentified Vault Shield, which I guess is something. But mobs are now doing 40% more damage and have 40% more health, which is like, that's pretty significant. I mean, I guess we can pop this. Loot gilded chests. Okay, so if we can find some gilded chests, that's actually probably pretty doable. I think trap disarm chance works differently now too. So like if you don't have any trap disarm chance, it basically makes traps more likely to be trapped or whatever. Well, I don't think we're gonna finish the other quest because I'm now to a grand total of 4 stacks of the unlucky or clumsy or whatever it is that increases trap disarm chance, which means I fully expect if I hit a chest, it basically is going to be trapped. So there is that. But we can get out of here at this point, I think. Out of curiosity, are we at basically 100% all chests are trapped? Is that a thing? Let's test it and just find out. Oh, no. No, it is just, okay, so our trap disarm chance is really bad, but I guess the chests do still need to be trapped. We've got about a minute left. This is our portal. Yes, okay. So since we have a minute left, let's just do one quick look around this room and just see, is there anything here that we haven't already grabbed? I mean, there's a few chests. Nothing too crazy. Oh, actually, there's a decent amount here. All right. That's probably good enough. Let's get out of here in one piece with the vault complete. And let's see what kind of rewards we get for this now. So there we go. We got 127,000 experience, which is really not that much, considering we were on 6 stacks of flame. But we did get a pretty significant amount of loot, I think. I do see an echo gem in there. Oh, I just realized I forgot to empty that after the last vault. Oh well. And then, of course, we have our crate for completion. Nothing too crazy. But hey, it's a thing. I suppose we should check and see if we have any new relics. Nope. And then we have our vault gear that I want to check as well. Oh, and I probably want to grab these out and just put them directly into my backpack so that I have them when I need them. Okay, so vault gear, what did we get? Anything good? Ooh, that's pretty good. Honestly. That's a really high sword damage roll. Although still lower than what we currently have. But honestly, for a scrappy sword, that's not bad at all. Healing efficiency. Okay. Yeah, nothing else too crazy. Still, though, we now have 7 stacks of soul, and you got to take a look at the new vault type, which I really like. You can get a fair amount of relatively rare items from doing it that way, so I'm not complaining. Well, my friends, I double-checked to see how much knowledge essence I had, and I had enough to make 13 knowledge stars. So we currently have 22 unspent knowledge points. And to be honest, I kind of have most of what I want. I mean, I do probably want thermal expansion, just because there's a few things you can only get with thermal expansion. But the thing is, I want thermal expansion for the phytogenic insulator and like one other machine, which is the one that automatically catches fish. That's a lot of research points. I think, honestly, I want to get this soul harvester. It'll just make my life a little bit easier. You may notice if I haven't emptied out this pouch yet. And this thing, like, it works. This guy up here. It does work. It's just not very fast. In fact, it's rather slow. So, I want to make the upgraded one that apparently is super speedy. So let's just go soul diffuser. This is the basic guy. Let's just... what do I need? Black. Okay. I should have... Honestly, I should have enough black opals that I can just... No, oh, wait. There we go. I should be able to make a stack of these. So let's just go like that. And then I need some of these. I'll just throw those in there. It's okay to have 64 of those. So then we go Soul Diffuser. And this is the basic one, right? But to make the Soul, I think it's called Harvester. Yeah, this is essentially the upgraded one. We need 2 of these, but then we also need an Echo Pog. Thankfully, we should be able to make this. Perfect Echo Gem. Echo Pog. And then we need 2 more of these guys, and now we can make this. So this thing automatically sucks things from an inventory above them and deposits them into an inventory below them. So if we get ourselves a compacting drawer, like so, and then we get ourselves a chest, like this ornate chest, what we should be able to do is go compacting drawer, you, and then you. And then what will happen is when we take all of our stuff here, we can put it in. And you can see it's way faster. Like, it would have taken me probably 5 to 10 minutes to break all that stuff down one item at a time manually. But instead, boom. And then it also will automatically grab, we can set it to automatically put stuff in here. And then I will just lock this. So that should totally work, and that way it's an easy way for us to take care of our scavenger items. So just not something you need, but just a really nice little convenience thing. I like it. Well, I went ahead and did another vault and gained enough experience to reach level 75. So we now have an unspent expertise point. I think I'm going to put it into Divine here, see if I get that up a little bit more. And we also got an artifact from that as well. What did we get? Oh, that one's also on the wall. That's going to be the story of the last few weeks of this series, I think, is as you collect artifacts going, do we have it? Yep, we do. We already have that one. Because the last ones, those can be pretty rough. So, it's fine. I should look. Artifact fragments. So it takes 4 of those to make an unidentified one. Here's what, you know what I think? Let's do this. If I understand this correctly, we should be able... I don't think we need a flint and steel because I don't think fire tick is on. But just in case, we'll grab netherrack as well. I believe if I take all of these artifacts here and we just light a fire and... Oh, right. Magnet. I always forget about the magnet. So I believe if you throw this in... Yeah, it gives you an artifact fragment. So let's toss all of these in. And let's just see... if any of these ones are new. I don't think so. Yep, these ones also not new. Okay, we will try one more time. The odds of this one being a new one are not very good. Nope, that one is also not a thing. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. Let's light this. Let's toss that in. And then what we'll do is in this chest, we'll put an artifact fragment and the flint and steel. And that way people know that if it goes in here, it can be recycled. I think that is probably the way to go. It was worth a shot, though. I mean, we're all working as a group together, and those artifacts that were in the crate aren't really doing anything. So figured might as well smelt them down, turn them into fragments, and see if maybe, just maybe, one of them would roll into one of the 4 that we're still missing. But it didn't work out that way, and that's fine. Now, we do a skill point, but I think at this point, I kind of have all the skills that I want. I think we're just going to work on stuff. I think we're just going to kind of put stuff into these masteries to increase our damage against certain types of mobs. I think Illager Mastery is probably the next one, because Illagers are real annoying. And you do, like... When there are Illagers, there are always lots of Illagers. So, and then maybe after that, probably Arthropod and then a Nether. Because the Nether guys, like, they're really annoying, but they don't come up very often. You don't fight them very much. So, I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I think the next skill is going to be Illager Mastery. Well, my friends, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I'm up to level 78, and we have our Soul Flame up to 10 stacks. We're to the point now where we're getting about a level and a half of experience when combined with our burger per vault, which is awesome. The bad news is my next crystal requires 15 sponges. That's rough. Yeah, so the only way to farm sponges I mean, obviously you can go to an ocean monument and look for sponge rooms. I was just going to talk about this with Etho. The only way to farm sponges is to get an Elder Guardian. Oh, he has an extra. Yes, please. I was going to say, is to get an Elder Guardian egg from the mystery eggs like we did when we were making our mob farm. But the odds of getting an Elder Guardian egg specifically are pretty low. Apparently, though, Etho has an extra and is willing to give it to me. Etho, I love you. But then again, don't we all? Where are you? Why, thank you. Yep, Elder Guardian spawn egg. Thank you, heart. That actually makes my life a million times easier. Now, I don't know if this will actually work in our farm. Our farm definitely does not like normal guardians, but there is only one way to find out. So let's pop down here. Let's pull out the turtles that I have in there at the moment, because I've been grinding up seagrass. Let's put this Elder Guardian egg in and just see what happens. Okay, so they definitely do spawn. They really don't take damage, though. They just kind of flop around all over the place, and, I mean, they will die eventually, so that's good. I'm also not getting mining fatigue, which is also good. Oh, and on cue, mining fatigue. These guys will die eventually, and they will drop a sponge when... Oh, I just realized, though, we need to turn this off because I need a spot for sponges. And we do not want Like, we don't want our sponges to be voided, because right now they would just be considered extra items, and they would get voided. So once these guys eventually do die, you see they are taking damage, albeit extremely slowly. Once they do eventually die, we should get some drops, and I can add them to my wall of things. But I think we're going to have to find a way to rework this farm a little bit and make it a little bit better. Because right now, this is not great. We'll have to find a way to maybe damage things as they hit the sides or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research and figure out the best way to do this in a way that will actually work with these particular mobs. So yeah, we'll see what happens, because here they just kind of flop around. I mean, I suppose we could go old school and just do water. That might actually work. Drop them straight down. I don't know. I'll have to think of something. But I'm going to let these guys kind of cycle through, slowly die. Very, very slowly. Someday we'll get a sponge. Well, I did get enough sponges from killing those guardians. I thankfully only need 15, which isn't a massive amount, so maybe what I can just do is smelt these up. And just, like, maybe I don't need to actually rework... Oh, magnet off. There we go. Maybe I don't need to rework the farm. Maybe I can just leave it be, and it will be okay. I really should sell that stuff. And actually, they also drop salmon and cod as well, which are another thing that I need to automate because they pop up fairly often in here. So yeah, I should probably do that. But that's a project for another day. I think today, my friends, we are out of time for this episode. So I'm going to call it here. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.